Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.
Hello. Hi. I am so glad that you're here with me today. Welcome back to my channel. I had some footage that I had left in my camera, and I kind of forgot about it because I was supposed to be doing story time, and I never got back around to it. So I am going to just be keying in with this story time because I was going to do like a part 1 and a part 2, but I said no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to spend some time with you today and kind of like do ASMR plus, you know, a little bit of vlogging, spending time with you. I have some plantains, honey roasted mixed nuts. Okay, this was requested by a special spirit of light from Instagram. Yes, do some honey roasted peanuts. Child, I heard you, girl. Yes. So I figured today I'll just eat the honey roasted peanuts. Plus I want something to kind of snack on, you know. And I'm kind of editing the vlog, so I figure I'll edit the vlog plus, you know, key in, keep you company, whisper a little bit to you, plus give you a little of that vlog vibe, entertain you a little bit, plus maybe you know, just relax you more than anything, you know, as long as you feel relaxed, that is okay with me. Oh, before I even get into that, She-Wolf, thank you so much for the earrings. If you watch what was I doing in that video? Oh my god, I don't remember. Give me a second. I ran out of time. I don't even remember. But anyway, there was a video that I did recently where I opened up the gifts that I had got from the post office box. I had the earrings in a pink box, and then Night Star Tiffany, aka Night Star, sent me I thought it was eyeshadow, girl. I thought it was eyeshadow. Girl, I was about to go like try it on and see what I could do to pop out the colors. I was saying to myself, oh my god, why the colors not pop? I was saying I probably need some freaking setting spray. And then I just happened to be scanning through the comments, and I saw the Night Star said that it was acrylic for my nails, because I need to get my nails done. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Okay, they've toe up from the flow out. Okay, yeah, I need to get my nails done, but I got so much going on. Haven't had time. Let's give my neighbors a minute, okay? Okay, I haven't had time to like go get my nails done. They so embarrassing, but oh my god, it took me a minute to like heal and get myself together. I'm not suffering from anxiety today. I am not depressed. I'm not sad. I'm feeling joyful and grateful and humble. You know, I'm feeling good. So I'm excited about that, and that's why I'm like figured, okay, I must just ramble and spend some time with you today, because I know you miss me. I know I miss you too. It's, you know, October. You know, I had to get into like the October thing. You know what I mean? Now that's all with. You know, so now it's just November, and November is about family and nurturing and food and comfort, you know. So I'm gonna just be trying to be a little bit more personal with you and spending time with you this month. Yes. So you can look forward to some personal videos from Spirit Girl. Yes. Okay. But getting back to the Night Star. Oh my god. When you left a comment and you said I scared you, like she thought I was gonna put that acrylic on my face like would have been in trouble. But now that I know that she made my own personal acrylic, I'm going right to the nail salon. Like, I want my nails done, and I got my own acrylic. Okay. Yes. So thank you, Night Star. I truly appreciate that. And then I had got a letter from Taylor. Thank you, Taylor. Oh my God, it was just so sweet to just have me in your heart like that. It was just nice. I love opening up fan mail and receiving mail from my subscribers, my likes. I love you guys so much. But anyway, I don't ramble enough. Let's get into the vlog, okay? I'll be back. Hey, you guys. I am out of the house, finally out of the house. I'm going to go pick up some hair for my head because I'm getting my hair done in the box locks. I think that's what they call. So I'm going to go get my hair done. But I'm at the Firehouse Subs, and I came up in here saying, give me some fries, some 3 cheeses, some sauteed onions and peppers. I was about ready to throw down. Found out they don't sell fries. I did not know Firehouse Subs don't do fries. I just didn't know that. Oh my God. But now I know. So I'm a little disappointed because I wanted some fries, but that's okay. I'm going to go check my P.O. box. And because I had a special spirit of light, told me they were sending me something. So I'm going to go see what's in the mail. And I'm going to Xfinity. Actually, I'm going to UPS and turn in my Xfinity box. Because if I go to Xfinity, I got to stand in line for an hour. I found I could just take it to any UPS. They scan it, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's that. So that's good. And then I'm going to Sprint. So my daughter can upgrade her phone because out of nowhere, her phone's just not working for no reason. She got to keep charging it. It keeps cutting on and off. I told her, I said, it's a conspiracy. I'm telling you, after 1 or 2 years, they purposely have the phones not work so you can upgrade. But yeah, she's going to upgrade her phone. And then I'm going to go home. And guess what I'm going to do? I am going to edit. I'm going to go edit the cotton candy video. These oven baked cheddar sour cream, they're pretty good. My daughter stopped at Popeyes and got her some popcorn and shrimp. And I got me a fruit punch while I was at Firehouse. But I got her fries. I'm going to put them between my sandwich. Do you ever do that? Put your fries between your sandwich. I used to take potato chips when I was in high school and put them between my bread, like I used to use a bun with butter and then potato chip. And you know when you buy like an Italian sub, like in New Jersey, you get like a hamburger, and then they lay the fries down and they add all the ketchup and onions to it. Yeah. Just like that. And Popeyes, oh, I forgot that Popeyes had some good fries. I really forgot. Their Cajun fries are pretty good. I told her she's gonna have to go and Sprint it by herself. I gotta eat. I'm starving. I got sauteed onions and peppers and 3 cheeses. And these fries are perfect. I got some red beans and rice too. ate that delicious sandwich. It was good too. Oh my God. I just wish I had one right now. Oh my God. It looks so good, didn't it? Now let's get into the story time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, I am back. I can't take off where I started from because some days done went past. A lot's been going on. I done already moved and everything. And I'm still kind of going through some transitional things. Oh my God, it's a lot. It's such a lot when you have to move. It's too overwhelming. But I got a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and try to just jump back into the ramble or story time. Okay, now, let me stop. Let me go. Let me describe this person, this character. Okay, the insurance agent. He is a Mexican man, and he looks like he could have wavy curly hair, but all his hair come into a one curl. It's like he got this wide fat face, and then he got like this one, all his hair go up into a curl, right? And you know how people here are curl all over. He got all his hair into this one curl, and it's just kind of like sitting up there. And when I first seen it, you know, I'm the type of person that immediately, no matter what's going on with you, I don't judge you. I immediately find love for you. That's what kind of person I am. But it's when you cross me and step on my toes is when I start to see things about you that somehow or another just starts to just like stand out. And when his man had me so upset when we came to the office, the first thing I saw when he got smart with his mouth being sarcastic was that one curl swooped up on his big fat head, okay? His big fat face. I mean, I'm seeing like, and his face probably not even that big, but because he had me so upset and I'm mad with him, his face was like in 3D huge with a big curl sitting on top of it with duck lips, okay? That's what he looked like. Now, and I'm going to say he looked like that because he had an instant attitude. He knew I was coming back. Okay. Now, listen. It done got hot in here. I'm breaking out in a sweat. I want to have to turn on the car. I can't take it. Woo. When it get hot and you start sneezing, it's hot. Woo, and I'm starting to sweat. Do you see how I'm getting just by talking about him? Oh my God, he had me so heated. But I'm gonna try to get through this. Okay. Now we're gonna swash me and my daughter coming to the office to take care of the situation about my insurance not being the price that he told me it was supposed to be, and he was ready for a fight with me. Okay. Let's go back. What I'm mad about, like I told y'all, is the fact that I kind of, you know, when you meet someone, you kind of like take them in some type of way in your heart, as though, even though they're a stranger, you kind of feel good about them as a person. Like I felt good about him as a person, you know, and I was kind to him. I took time out my life to listen to him, talk to me, and then he do me dirty. That's what I'm mad about, okay? Okay, let's start from the beginning. You ready? Okay, here we go. I love me some mixed nuts. Oh my God, that looks so good. It says peanuts, cashews, almonds, hazelnuts, and pecans. Yes. water, your juice, your fruit punch. Grab your cup of milk if you want to. And grab your snack. I'll be right here waiting on you. I was telling you part of the story time a while back ago. When I had to get insurance for my car. And State Farm had went in my bank account and took a lot of my money because they renewed my policy and gave me what they wanted to give me. And basically, it was way more. It was like 4 times more. No, not 4, maybe 3 times more than what I normally pay. So I was upset. So I was like, after I dealt with State Farm and going back and forth with them, I decided I'm gonna deal with somebody new. And the result of that is that I found this person here. Regret. Terrible. Bad experience. So I was telling y'all about it one day in another vlog. But I just wanted to catch y'all up with what I'm talking about right now. This is why I don't like to talk about stuff until I calm all the way down. Because stuff take me back to memory and I'll be mad all over again. And I was telling y'all in the first story time, y'all may have to go back. I don't know. It's up to you. But he quoted me a price. And when I went to go pay my bill, it was nothing like the price he had quoted me. And every time I called him, he wouldn't answer the phone. I couldn't even get him to call me back. So, like a few days went past, and I was just overheated and just like really, really pissed off with him. These honey roasted peanuts are good. Mixed, well, they're not peanuts, they're mixed nuts. So delicious.
I went to AMCO because State Farm it went up on my premiums, and they told me because I didn't come in, I opted into all of the things that they offer. So whatever extra that they offer and whatever high plan they put you on, that's what they put you on. I'm talking about your bill going from, my bill was up. I'm gonna tell you, I was crazy. My bill was $111 with State Farm. My bill went from $111 to almost $400 and maybe $50 in a month, each month, out of nowhere. And when I got the bill, I was like, "What the freak is this?" And when I called them, they was explaining to me because I didn't, call them and go over my renewal of my insurance, I opted into what they were offering. What the freak? And then they went in my account and they took my money. Okay, now once they got the money, you ain't get that money back. Even when you cancel, they're gonna come up with all these fees for each day. And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy.
I didn't get my money back. They took over $450 of my money out of my account. And the lady told me that basically I had insurance for 9 days, so they still gonna charge me some fees. Ciao. When I got that check back, it was less than maybe $50-something. I was like, what the freak is this? I didn't get my money back. It was just a loss. I was so upset with State Farm. I am not ever dealing with State Farm again. But if I knew I wasn't gonna get my money back, I probably would have just stayed with them and had them fix it. But then I done dealt with them like 3 or 4 times, like constantly being upset with State Farm.
Even when you cancel, they still charge you for each day that you had the insurance that you didn't know that they done went in your account and then took your money. And what I was upset about was the lady said she sent me a letter, okay, for me to do my renewal. The letter comes after my money is taken out of my account, not before. Okay, not before. Okay, if I got a letter saying, hey, your insurance right now is $111. If you do not contact us, you're going to be paying almost $500 a month. Spirit would have been like, hey, I'm calling to renew my insurance.
I would have said, look, cancel my insurance. Because the moment I forget and to renew my insurance and it go up to $500, just go ahead and cancel it. And I would have been looking for new insurance, like seriously.
Okay, it wasn't like that. It came afterwards, and I was, oh my God, my freaking money took my freaking money. Okay, okay, kind of slowed me down a little bit, slowed my roll down because they don't took my coins. Okay, I was like, dang. So I was so upset, and even though I could have just said, okay, you know what, fix my insurance next month, I want to be back where I was, somewhere near that. I've been dealing with this situation with State Farm over and over again, like I'm done with them. So I was like, I can't deal with it no more. I'm done with them. I don't like the way they do things. I'm gonna find me a new insurance company. So I called around and I got a couple of quotes, and AMCO quote me. Oh my God, they told me, oh yes, you qualify. Your insurance is going to be somewhere around $92 a month. And I was like, okay. And actually, my insurance is supposed to be a lot cheaper, but because I have my daughter and my son on my insurance is higher. I was like, okay. So I was all happy and everything. I told him that I would be there, in the afternoon. So me and my daughter rise up to the insurance company. We go inside, and it was the guy. He was professional. He was nice. He greeted us really nice. He said, hey, I'm so glad you're here. My car getting real loud. Okay. He was like, I'm gonna take care of you. He was like, tell me, what was the reasons why, oh my goodness, that you left your last insurance company.
Oh my God, you guys. I live in Houston. You always hear an ambulance, a fire truck, the garbage truck, loud trucks, cars, people talking, kids yelling and screaming. Like no matter where I'm at, you hear something. Yeah. Like I said, he is professional, but that was an act.
And I said, well, I didn't like the way they did things. I didn't like the fact that if I didn't call to renew my insurance within the 6 months, my insurance didn't go up just $20, $40, $50. It went up hundreds of dollars. And I just didn't want to deal with that anymore, so I want a new insurance company. And he said, oh, well, you ain't gonna have to worry about that here. We're gonna take good care of you. And, he told me, he said, all you need is, let me tell you, okay, flag. I'm gonna teach you something right now. And yeah, okay, I apologize to you in advance if I'm wrong in your situation. But I'm gonna tell you my experience. This is a flag. Whenever insurance company asks you for a down payment, it's usually the same amount of money that you're going to pay each month. Okay, each month. And sometimes they may not ask you for a down payment because they may say, okay, within a week or two you're going to pay this amount of money, and it's going to be for 30 days, and each 30 days you're going to pay this. Okay, this the flag. When he told me that my insurance was going to be $92 a month, me and my daughter were so happy and filled with joy.
Left over for ice cream. You could see me a couple of movies. Go to the dollar store and pick me up a couple of things that I could probably tap on and do a couple of ASMR videos with. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna have some change left in my pocket. I won't be broke. I pay the freaking insurance.
He told me that the quotes won't change. He done verify our licenses, our driving record, our insurance history, our claims, everything. He done verified everything. Nothing's going to change. That's what he said. He said your down payment is going to be $187. And at first I was like,
is he out of his freaking mind? $187 freaking dollars.
why my down payment so high? He says, oh, because you won't have to pay. Lie. Let me tell you, lie. He lied to me, right? Lie. Right here. This is what he lied at. You won't have to pay until 5 months from now. 5 months from now, the last month, you won't have to pay. That month, no. Your insurance is gonna be paid. So I was like, oh, so I'm paying 2 months in advance. Yeah. So my daughter was like, well, I guess it's okay. So I said, so when do I pay again? Flag. I'm telling you, listen to me. Listen to me. Write it down if you have to, okay? Especially if you're a person who's going to be trying to find quotes and stuff for insurance. If you have to pay a down payment and then they tell you that you got to pay your insurance like the following week later for the month, flag. Okay? Flag. That right there should have caught me. Because if I had to leave $187 down for my insurance and then had to pay my insurance like less than 7 days later, that's $300. And well, that's almost $300. That's almost $300. Something is wrong. Something not right. And I told him, I said, well, that don't seem right. He said, well, he always had an excuse. See? Pay schedule. See? Right here. This is the pay schedule. And on this day, this is what every month you have to pay this much. And then when you pay this much, you don't have to pay again until the next one on the same day. That's everybody's insurance. That's the way everything is done. La. Oh, okay. So I should have said, well, let me come back. Let me think about the quotes and everything you said, and I'll come back. That's what I should have said. But I was like, no, okay, we're going to go ahead and pay the $187. Next week, I'll go ahead and pay my $92 for my insurance, and I'll be done. Now I said next week, right? I said next week. I'm going to pay the $92, and my insurance is going to be done. I got new insurance. Okay. I comes back a week later by myself and without my daughter. Told him I was here to make a payment. I'm sorry about this, y'all. I know y'all hear noise in the background. My car is making some weird sounds with the radio. I don't know. It's been acting up.
So, that day, I was not feeling good at all. It took me forever to get out the freaking car to make it up to the insurance company. When I got inside, like my whole purpose was to pay my bill and get the freak out of there. Did it go that way? Actually, no. It didn't go that way. Spirit, breathe. Like I ain't even breathing right. No, that ain't right.
Okay. And he says, hey, mama, what are you doing? What are you doing with all of them, with that? What are you doing with that big bag? And I said, well, I don't know. I carry, some stuff around, which in the bag, I carry my camera. I got stuff in my bag. You know what I'm saying? I got a big bag. And he's like, well, you don't look like you feel well. Because I was not feeling well. I think I was like coming out of a shutdown. and I was trying to come out, and I was feeling so bad, but I still had things to do. And he said, well, I tell you what, the next time I see you, do not have that bag, because it's weighing you down and you already don't feel good. And I was like, okay, next time I try not to leave my bag at home. So I sit down, I have a seat, and I said, so how everything's been going? He says, oh, everything is good. I just been, a little down lately. And I was like, oh, okay. So, I didn't want to get into it because I just met him. I didn't want to be like, all in his business. Like, oh, tell me what's wrong. What happened? You can tell me. No, I wasn't going to be like that. I was like, oh, well, I hope things get better for you. He said, yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. So then he said, oh, I see right here. I see you still carry your Class A driver's license. And I told him I do. I still have my Class A driver's license. And he asked me about, driving trucks and if I liked them and all that stuff. And, and we was talking about that. And then he was like, yeah, I wish I can do that. Maybe like just travel different places. And I said, well, if that's what you want to do, write it down and then start taking actions towards it. And he said, yeah, I just want to get myself together where I'm not feeling like so depressed. I said, oh, here I go. As soon as he used the word depressed, spirit jumped into her nurturing thing, okay? And I'm like, oh my goodness, why are you depressed? He says, well, I'm divorced. I said, oh, how long you been divorced? He said, it's been 4 months. And, I'm by myself and I don't have nobody. And, I'm all alone. I'm starting over with nothing. I'm 26 years old and already divorced. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. So then he would start telling me about how he had been trying to find him a nice apartment, but all the apartments are expensive. And I told him, I said, well, did you try such and such and such? And they write such and such and such. He's like, no, I didn't try those. I said, then you should call them because, they're not like online and they're not like in the paper or nothing like that. But we found them by driving around, and all the apartments in this certain area runs a certain amount. And then, when you get on your feet, you can just move. So he says, oh my goodness, thank you. I'm going to call today. So I asked him, I said, well, do you have any children? He said, no, I don't have any kids. I said, okay, well, then you got a chance to really have a fresh start, a new start. I said, you done left, your old life behind, and now you in Texas. Things going to get better from here. And he was just talking to me, and I was just basically just continuing consoling him. So glad I met you. I feel like you're like a mom to me. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, you can feel that way. I got a daughter older than you, And he says, well, I'm going to look forward to seeing you sometimes. And when you come inside the office. And I said, okay. And he treated me really, really nice. And everything was fine. And he said to me, he says, hey, it looks like the system won't take a payment right now. And I said, oh, why? He says, oh, it's saying that you need at least, to have insurance for at least a year. And I said, oh, okay, that's no problem. I had State Farm. He says, oh, well, I'm gonna have to call State Farm. Did you have insurance before, a year? And I was, did you have insurance longer than a year? I said, yeah. He said, did you have insurance for a couple of years? I said, yeah. He says, well, I'm going to be making phone calls. I'm going to verify them. You need to give me all the phone numbers who you had insurance companies with.
Now you know that most insurance companies just don't want you to have been going without insurance for like 30 days or no longer than 30 days. I think they call it like a lapse insurance or something like that. It can make your premiums go up. But I kind of felt like was trying to call my bluff, like trying to like make me feel like I have had insurance. I was telling myself, what the freak is going on here?
So then I was like, why? He says, well, I just need to verify that you actually have insurance to be able to keep the rate at $92. I said, oh, he said, but don't worry, everything's fine. Don't worry, everything's fine. He said, I'm going to call State Farm, get the verification letter, and you go head home and get you some rest, and you can come back tomorrow and make the payment. I said, well, I'm not going to be able to come back tomorrow because I got some things to do. He said, okay, when do you think you'll be back? So I told him that I will be back, and I gave him the date that I'll be back. And he said, don't worry. So I was like, okay, I ain't think nothing of it. Went home, went about my business. A few days passed. I wanted to run up there and pay my insurance. He's inside, and he says, oh, my God, you still got that bag? I said, yeah, I still got the bag. How's everything going for you? He says, oh, man, thank you for the tip about the apartment. I got me a new apartment now, and it's affordable, and I like it. I was like, well, good for you. And then he says, how can I help you? I said, I just want to make a payment. And he was like, well, I verified, and we're going to have to charge you the higher rate insurance.
See, this what I'll be talking about. People be playing. Now, the higher rate insurance, I believe when I was sitting there that day in his office and he told me it wasn't working, he was lying. He just wasn't ready to deal with telling me that my insurance wasn't going to be $92 freaking.
I said, why? He says, well, State Farm said that they don't have you having insurance no longer than a year. I said, you sure? I said, because I've been with State Farm for, I'm thinking almost 3 years. And he says, oh, you've been with State Farm for almost 3 years? I said, yeah, I did. I have. He says, well, what about before that? I said, I've been with Allstate. He said, well, what about before that? I said, wait a minute. Okay, you trying to go back 7 years? I said, but to be honest with you, I've been a truck driver for a long, long time before I became a florist. And I always had my CDL license, so I always have to keep insurance. Like, having insurance is not my problem. Well, I'm just telling you that I'm going to verify it. If you don't have insurance, you're going to have to pay the higher rate. And his voice was kind of like stern. Like, he was mad with me. And I said to him, I said, what's going on? What you mean? I said, what happened to me making my down payment and all I got to do is make my first payment of the $92? What's going on here? Well, it's not me. It's you. You can't ride around here without no insurance and then think somebody's going to give you insurance.
I'm telling you, like, he had my blood boiling. I was like, what the freak? Okay, he playing with me. I was trying so hard to stay like at 0. I was going to 100 real quick, like he was seriously playing with me.
I said, wait a minute, hold up. Who the hell you talking? Wait a minute, who the hell you talking to like that? He said, I don't mean to be rude. It's just that, people, they come in here and they expect miracles and then they don't want to pay their insurance. Maybe I'm taking things the wrong way. I just want to pay the $92 and I'm going to leave. He says, you're not paying $92. You're going to pay the higher rate insurance. Let me tell you what the higher rate insurance was, $187. The same payment as my down payment for my insurance.
Ding, 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 ding. That's what I'm talking about. I should have known. I should have known better. I should have known that it was a scam. Because that's what it is. I don't care if they have a business name or they got a building and they got a businessman sitting behind a desk. Scam, scam, scam.
said, the down payment? He says, no, it's not a down payment. It's the insurance. I said, why? Because you have to prove that you had insurance, and I verified you didn't have insurance. You verified that I didn't have insurance. Who you verified that with? So he says, well, I called State Farm, and they said they only see a year. I said, okay, did you call the State Farm office or you called the 1-800 number? He said, I called the office that your insurance came from. I said, call the 1-800 number. He says, not going to make a difference, not going to make a difference. You know, they all the same. They have the same information. This is what he said. Insurance companies have the same information. Remember I told you that no matter what, okay, when you call them. I said, okay. I still want you to call the 1-800 number because I'm not paying you $187 and I don't feel like trying to find new insurance. So he calls. A young man gets on the phone. He gives him my information and he says, hold on. That she has had insurance since 2014.
So you would think right there, okay, all of the shenanigans it's about to stop. Like, are you gonna take my payment? And this is gonna be it. I'm gonna be out of here. I won't have to deal with this stress no more.
And he said, well, the only information I got that she had insurance for 1 year, he says, well, she had insurance on that particular vehicle for 1 year with State Farm. But before State Farm, she had another vehicle that she had insured and it stayed insured along with that vehicle for 3 years.
Oh my God.
He says, okay, that's good. That's good for you. That's good for you. That's what he's saying. He didn't say, I apologize. It was a misunderstanding. Let me go ahead and take your payment. It went, well, who you had insurance with before State Farm? I said, Allstate. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to call Allstate now. I'm going to call them right now. What was their policy number? What the policy? Who knows their past insurance policy number? Who know? I don't even know my current insurance policy number. I have to look on a piece of paper, and the only reason why I can pull it out so fast because it's inside of the glove department. Who carries around their policy numbers from years ago? Who does that? Who does that? So I said, I don't have it. Well, just pay the $187. Stop trying to get out of it.
He was freaking serious. Dead lie. He was completely serious.
What the freak? I said, no, I'm not paying no $187. I'm paying the $92, what you quoted me, what I signed papers for. So he said, well, the paperwork says that if they find reasons, they can charge you the higher quote. Okay, I get that. But you told me to prove that I had insurance longer than a year. Now you're talking about going back 3 years. 3 years. So then he calls Allstate. Allstate is not like insurance. It's not like State Farm. Allstate like go in with verification. They don't send the paperwork directly to the agencies. They send the person who had insurance with them the paperwork, and then you can take it to them if you want to. That's how Allstate do it. So they verified everything, and they told him, yeah, she was with us for 5 years. So I'm thinking, okay, I kind of slid back the chair like, okay, this argument is over, but now I just pay my insurance. I'm getting out of here, but I don't want to deal with this no more. He hangs up the phone. I said, okay. He said, well, they said it's going to be a day or so before it come in the mail, and you need to bring that in. And also, I'm going to need insurance before that. I was like, you serious? you freaking serious? He was like, you got a problem with that? You got a problem with that? I said, yeah, I have a problem with that. What the freak is going on here? And it hit me. And I looked at him. I said, you sneaky, conniving schemer. He said, what? What? I said, you schemer. He said, no. I said, you lied to me. You took my money and you lied to me about the probe. No, I didn't. You can still pay $92, but you just need to prove that you had insurance. I said, so prove what? I had insurance for the last 20 years? Well, it don't have to be that far, but I have to do what I gotta do. I said, I know what you did. You knew that I would walk out of here and go to another insurance company if you quoted me a high price. So what you did was you said $92, but you were lying. The actual insurance that you gave me was $187, and the deposit was $107, and then the first payment was $187. That's what it was. You schemed me. Look, I'm a professional. I don't scheme people. I said, you ain't no professional. You're a liar. He said, look, I see you upset. What you need to do is go home and in a couple of days, just bring back the insurance paperwork and think about where you had insurance from. And then once you prove you had insurance, then it'll be back to $92 and everything will be fine. I said, no. I said, you know what? I want my deposit back. Forget the insurance. I want my deposit back. I can't give you the deposit back because you're being insured right now. I mean, I don't see what the issue is. All you have to do is prove you have insurance, and your insurance is going to be $92. So I said to him, you playing with me. I stood up, and I was leaning on his desk, and I leaned towards him. I said, don't freaking play with me. Don't play with me.
See, at that moment, that one girl, looking like an ice cream cone on top of his head, was about to be snatched. And the spirit girl was through. I was so mad. And then I felt so bad because I felt like, dang, he got over on me. He stole my money. That's exactly what he did. I realized that at that moment, no matter what I do, no matter how I prove that I had insurance for years, my insurance was not going to be $92 because that's not the way he set it up. And I told y'all in the first story that when I called over the phone to make my payment, the girl told me how much I had to pay, and I kept telling her, no, that's not right. She told me there was nowhere in the system for me to ever pay $92. When I called, no matter where I called, it would be in the system how much I gotta pay, and he never had it in there for $92. And he tried to tell me that he did, which was a lie.
Give me back my money. Give me back my deposit. He says, look, listen, you upset. And I know, like, this is shocking and everything, but this is the way we do things. We're a professional business. We have to make sure people have insurance, because people riding around here with no insurance. He said, but I'm not scheming you. I'm telling you, I said, I'm going to tell you something. Fix it right now. Fix it right now. And I'm not playing with you. And then he said to me, he said, listen, it's been a long day. Everything's going to be fine. I'm going to fix it. The next time you come back, it's going to be $92. Everything's going to be cool. I'm going to fix it. At the end of the day, I promise you, I'm going to call you back. And I can take your payment over the phone. It's going to be $92. I'm going to contact Allstate again and just see if they can fax me something. And I'm going to call you back. If I don't call you back at the end of the day, I'm going to call you tomorrow. It's going to be $92. I said, okay. I said, because if it's not $92, I'm canceling. And everybody that I meet, I'm going to tell them about your company. I'm not playing with you. Okay? He said, okay, I got you. I'm sorry you're upset. I was heated. I was so heated that I could feel my body in pain. I could feel the pain pulsating, just pulsating. And he still stayed kind of professional. He just was like stern. You know when a person's stern, like no matter what you say, no matter what, they stern, they're going to just stick to, no, you're going to pay this amount of money because this is our policy. This is the way things go. And you're saying, but, no, this is what you're going to pay. That's stern. No matter what, they don't want to hear it. So I got in my car and I was upset. It took me a minute to just pull off. Okay. I got home. Eventually, me and my daughter was talking about it, and I told her how the situation went, and she immediately became upset. And especially when I told her how the way that he talked to me, the way he made me feel, like he didn't really like disrespect me, but he made me feel like you don't know what the frick you're talking about. And and I told my daughter, I said, but everything's fine, but get the paperwork in the mail. And I'm going to tell you, the next day, my paperwork was in the mailbox for Allstate. So I ran it back up there to him. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, I got the paperwork and everything. All right. I wasn't able to call you and get the payment because I didn't have the paperwork. And I said, well, I want to go ahead and make my payment. I don't want too far along to go down because I don't like to be on record for being late with my payment. Like, that bothers me. That's something that kind of energy I don't want to deal with. Because if you always late making a payment, something else is going to be late in your life. Even if it's no more than missing a plane. You know what I'm saying? I try to live my life accordingly to you get what you give. Okay? So he was like, I'm going to call you this afternoon and you're going to be able to make the payment. I said, well, call my daughter to make the payment over the phone. My daughter texts me and I said, hey, did the insurance guy call you? She says, no, my insurance guy didn't call me. I said, okay, this is the number. Can you call him and tell him that you're making a payment over the phone? So she calls. He answered the phone. And she said she told him that she was making a payment. She calls me back and said, he said, give him a few minutes and call him back. So my daughter said, okay, she'll call him when she get off work, which will be about 30 minutes later. He doesn't close till 7 o'clock. She gets off work. She calls him. No answer. He gave me his text. He gave me his phone number to text him. If I had a problem, got into insurance, into an accident, anything, you can text him. My daughter texts him, hey, I'm trying to make my payment. Could you please answer the phone? No answer. So me and my daughter said, okay, well, let's just go up there tomorrow before she go to work and make the payment. He opens up at 9 o'clock. So we gets there at, I say 8:45. He's not open. 9 o'clock not open. 9:15 not open. 9:30. And I'm going to tell you what was crazy. My daughter texted him and on my way up there to make the payment as soon as you open. Okay. We gets there. 8:45. It's not open, of course. We're going to wait till 9 o'clock. We said, oh, he running late. 9:10. Dang, where he at? 9:15. Mom, I think I better go. I said, okay, let's give it 5 more minutes. 9:20. My daughter texts and said, hey, are you on your way? Nothing. So then 9:30 come. We start pulling. No, I start pulling off slow, hoping somebody pull in and, you know, and then you'll be able to take care of your situation. Nothing. Don't see nothing. He ain't pull in. And my daughter said, okay, Mom, we're going to have to take care of this another day. So I takes my daughter to work. My daughter told me, she says, Mom, I've been calling him all day long. I can't get through. My birthday is the next day. My birthday weekend is coming up. So we decided, okay, we'll deal with this after my birthday. We ain't hear nothing else from him. While I was in San Antonio, I told my daughter to give him a call so we can make our payment. No answer. So I had this feeling. I told my daughter, I said, you know what? Don't call the office no more. Google the 1-800 number so that we can get, like, you know how they have like the 1-800 number not to your actual office. So we did that, and we did. We got some place that it's the same company, but it was the 800 number. And the lady was real nice on the phone. Told her we wanted to make a payment. Oh, sure. Hold on. Let me get everything set up. Da-da-da-da-da. Your name, your address, your phone number, and da-da-da-da-da. The last 4 digits of your social, da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Okay, your payment's going to be $187.63. Oh, no. It's supposed to be $92 and some change. Who told you that? I said, my agent. He told me that my bill is $92. That's what I was quoted for. That's what he fixed. We already took care of the situation. She said, how did you fix it? I said, he called the insurance company. He verified that I had insurance, and it's $92. She said, okay, well, let me dig deeper. Let me put you on hold. She puts me on hold for 10 minutes. I'm thinking everything gonna be fine. She's gonna find the information. She comes back and she says, when did he told you this? And I says, da-da-da-da-da. And you talked to him yesterday? And I said, yes. She says, She says, well, she don't know him. And she don't have nothing personal against me. So she's telling me everything that she sees. She says, I'm looking right at the computer. I see all the notes, everything on your chart from day one. There has never been anything put in a computer for $92. Not even a quote, not even an estimate, nothing. I said, what? She says, yeah. She says, you can make your payment because after a certain amount of time, your insurance is going to be canceled. She said, so do you want me to take the $87 payment now? And I was like, no. I said, do it show next month it's going to be $92? She says, no. She says, I don't understand where you might have had got those numbers, but I'm looking at everything. There is nothing about $92 here. I said, okay, the guy that I'm dealing with at the office, can you contact him and ask him, is my payment supposed to be $92? Because I've been trying to call him for a minute now, and no matter what, I can't get through to him. And she says, okay, hold on. She calls back. She was like, oh, he's not in the office. He took off today. So he'll be in tomorrow. Maybe you can see him tomorrow. I said, did you talk to him? She says, no. But I have got noticed that, when I try to contact him, that he's out of the office until tomorrow. He'll be back in at 9. So I said, okay. She said, you want me to leave him a message? I said, don't leave him no message. No, don't leave him no message. Thank you so much. And I hung up. I told my daughter, y'all know Spirit Girl had to breathe. I was so, like, I had knots in my stomach. I was so upset. I was so upset because I didn't pay that much even with State Farm. Like, are you freaking kidding me? You off name brand, not Oreo cookie, L'Oreal cookie, okay? Talking about I owe you $187 more than what I paid with State Farm? Are you freaking kidding? I had to take a breather, you guys. I had to take a breather. I had to breathe. My daughter was like, Mom, stay calm. I need you to stay calm. I said, we're not going straight home. Now, we supposed to been doing stuff, supposed to went to the mall, supposed to been doing a whole lot of other stuff, but I had to get my insurance straight. So I left San Antonio so I can make it to his office. I drove the whole way there with no brakes, okay? I didn't film or nothing on the way home. I didn't turn on my camera because I was so upset. I was so just trying to keep it together. Like, oh my God, I'm telling you, he better have fixed this or I'm going to snap. That's how I was feeling, and I was doing everything I can to contact. My mother was like, I'm sure he fixed it. I'm sure he fixed it, because why would he tell us all this stuff and lie to us? Like, why would he do that? He's a professional insurance man. Why would he do that, Mom? So just calm down. He didn't do that. So I was like, okay. Even like right now talking about it, it's just like it's just got me so upset. Okay, I'm gonna start again when I get a chance on the rest, because I'm getting hot and I gotta turn the car on, and I think I'm starting to hyperventilate from thinking about the situation. And I'm telling this story because I have to tell you, like, red flags. Pay attention, people. Pay attention to the red freaking flags. People will smile in your face. They would treat you so sweet until they got you under lock and key. And then it's like, get your ass in the dungeon. I come back, I'm going to tell you what happened when he showed up to the office.
When he showed up to the office, he got out his car. His car was like 3 different colors because it looked like, you know, when you get into an accident and you have to replace the fender and replace the door, but you don't find your exact car the color, so you replace it with some door at the junkyard. That's how his car looked. Like a tin can put back together. His car looked worse than my Freddie Walk. Like, seriously. And my spirits are like, y'all know, I'm talking about my car, Betsy, the one missing an eye. He didn't even speak when he got out the car. He walked into the office. He didn't hold the door open or nothing. Me and my daughter made it up to the office, and we asked him about the $92 because the 1-800 number said that we would be in charge of $187. And he was like, well, I did what I could for you, and ain't nothing else I can do. That's what you be in charge, and you need to pay it today. I said, no. I said, you know what? Cancel my insurance. You got insurance. I said, it don't matter if I got insurance or not. I want you to cancel my insurance today, right now. It was like, well, I can't cancel your insurance till you pay the bill. I said, I ain't paying no bill. I'm not paying no bill. You're going to cancel my insurance right now. And he was like, well, then you got a problem because I'm not canceling no insurance. He said, I will contact DMV so fast and let them know that you ain't got insurance. So my daughter started shaking. And she was like, you're supposed to be a professional person. And you're sitting up here robbing people for their money. People ain't got money like that. We already lost money. Then we trusted you. Trusted your word. And you was lying the whole entire time. So then he was like, well, he started yelling, I'm running a professional business here. So if you're not going to pay your bill, you're going to have to leave. So I told him, call the 1-800 number of the company that he deal with for my insurance right now. And he said, why? I said, because I want to cancel it. You're not going to tell me I can't cancel insurance. said, if it's too good to be true, and it's probably not true, you know. So I'm just gonna tell you right now. I wanted you to know my story, just in case you were looking for insurance or whatever situation going on in your life. Pay attention to the red flags. If it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. Okay? Ain't nothing free. Nothing's free. Nothing's cheap. Okay? Do your research before you give somebody your money. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed story time. And me eating some of these mixed nuts. A couple of shout outs to some of my special spirit life. But I'm sending love and light out to each and every last one of you. Yes, love and light. Love and light. Find a reason to be grateful and learn to fill your heart with joy so that you can find happiness in each and every moment of your life. Special shout out for ASMR Precious Princess. Yes. Mr. Ralphie ASMR. Hi, Mandy. I love you, Mandy. I love you, Robbie. Hi. Alicia Williams. Alfonso McCarley. I might be, forgive me, okay. Butcher. Mindy Bailey. Skya. Bean Wong. Grace Jones. Okay. K-Baby 2. Aaron Nels. Sean Lee. Nicole Butler. I think it's Trinita McFadden. Hey Trinita, I know it's been a while since I've seen you, but I just want to send you out love and light, sweetie. Oh, Philiac. Oh, you know what? I think I was on your Facebook page the other day. GL Fab. Mary Rogers. Baby Baron. Mary Fudges had a special spirit of light July 13th. So, special spirit of lights, we have a new baby. And guess what? We got a new baby coming. I'll tell you all about it in another video. Camp Max. RBLX. Melena. Victoria Gray. Alexandria Gonzalez. Out of Pocket and Pretty. Playing with Diana. Nikki. Search him. It's SERCHMEE. Search me. Noel. Goslinski. Lynette Jermison. ZZ. That's cute. Anna. Peach Swirl. Bella L. Alicia Jorogi. Elisa. Kelly Baroli. And this one is Ashu Masiki. USUIMISAKI. Jenny's mom, Jenny Morris Wood. Charlotte White Marsh. Damsey 93. 18. Kara Flood. And I think it's Kiara Flood. K3 Flimps. Jess. Laura BZ. Eva It's a, I think it's an asterisk sign than Eva. Oscar Carrington. Army Vlogs. Gina Michelle. Laura from Spain. Mary Allen. Simply Jada. Anaya. Pedrosa. Alice GB. It says Alice G. Bugley. Okay. Elizabeth